Hi there. Welcome to Apple World. I watch each game except if I have the previous evening I had supper. However, the entirety of my loved ones realize that I sit with my telephone. In every case, I just feel like it's always turned out better for me that way. Kendall, do you just date ball players, and do they need to be great ball players to stand out? So you all, it seems as though Devin Booker and Kendall Jenner have tapped out, and the web is losing its psyche over it. Furthermore, assuming you believe that this is stunning, simply hold on until you hear what Devin needs to say regarding the reason why he left her. Also, how did Kendall respond to this? Nah, this is simply crazy. So, Devin Booker and Kendall Jenner are done. Finished following 2 years, and indeed, I can't say that I'm at all amazed. However, try not to misunderstand me. They looked charming together when they chose to give us an opportunity to investigate their relationship. What's more, Kendall was really steady with him. She went to his games at whatever point she could, and she live-streamed at whatever point she was unable to join in. I watch each game, except if I have the previous evening I had supper. However, the entirety of my loved ones realize that I like to sit with my telephone anyplace. She likewise upheld him at the Olympics and presented him with his gold award when his group won. Gracious. And he was likewise her date to her older sibling Kourtney Kardashian's wedding to Travis Barker in Portofino, Italy, back in May. Furthermore, assuming there is one thing that we know, you don't take an accomplice to a wedding in the event that the relationship isn't strong, particularly not a family wedding. What's more, on the off chance that you're a celeb taking your accomplice to a wedding, you better accept that the web will believe that you all are strong. However, at that point, this is Hollywood, and numerous connections travel every which way. Most fans know not to have strong confidence in any celeb relationship on the grounds that celebs will be separating and continuing on in like 3 to 4 workdays. Also, the dating pool in Hollywood is outright ghetto, and numerous connections simply don't stand the test of time. So it was something of a wonder that Kendall and Devin endured as long as they did, particularly taking into account their very bustling timetables. Indeed, at any rate, they kept things really relaxed, which is super odd on the grounds that she's a Kardashian. All things considered, you're a Jenner, yet you understand what I mean. Be that as it may, in all honesty, Kendall has always been the sort of individual to keep her connections out of the public eye. She has done this with every last bit of her connections, in any event. When she was with Harry Styles during the staying aware of the Kardashians gathering with Andy Cohen, she made sense of why she jumped at the chance to keep things low, and she appeared to be legit. It seems like you have deliberately chosen to keep quiet. I get that it tends to be extremely difficult to be in the public eye, particularly at an exceptionally youthful age. What's more, dating when you're a well-known person can be incredibly hard, to be sure. No doubt it's a good idea that she needs to keep that piece of her life hidden. What's more, I feel that Kendall is ordinarily a confidential individual. Indeed, it's really private when you're a Kardashian. Well, Jenner, be that as it may, she is certainly the most private of her sisters, essentially judging by her Instagram, where she has just under 700 posts. In examination, Kylie has in excess of 6,900 posts, and Kim has more than 5,500. In any case, back to Kendall and Devin Booker. They were first connected together back in June 2020, despite the fact that neither of them affirmed or prevented the reports for a couple from getting months. Then, at that point, they went to Instagram to authoritatively report on Valentine's Day 2021, which is somewhat charming, you know, with Valentine's Day being the eagerly awaited day of sweethearts and everything. Be that as it may, I couldn't say whether you folks know this. Devin Booker used to date Jordyn Woods. Definitely, Jordyn Woods. Kylie Jenner's ex-dearest companion. Jordyn Woods. Before the entire Jordyn interest in the show, Jordyn was more than Kylie's amigo, since she was pretty much a family companion to the Kardashians. Furthermore, I realized that Jordan had dropped out of the Kardashian family before Kendall and Devin got together. However, it is still sort of abnormal, particularly since the family likes to discuss the young lady code. When it was all said and done, the family came for Jordan for kissing Tristan, despite the fact that he was the one who kissed her and totally caught her off guard. However, it was thoroughly fine for Kendall to get with Devin. No doubt, this annoyed fans. What's more, many fans have stood up against this over the long term. Presently, I'm doing whatever it takes not to come for no one, but rather, we can't reject that the Kardashian young ladies are somewhat obscure with regards to who they're dating. Kanye was with Golden Rose when he began dating Kim. What's more, we should not fail to remember the frightful remarks he made about Golden Rose when he began dating Kim, similar to the one where he said that he needed to scrub down in the wake of being with Golden. Goodness. And Chloe purportedly began dating Tristan when he was with his most memorable child mother, who was pregnant at that point, despite the fact that she generally denied this. So being obscure when seeing someone is something that Kendall and her sister appear to share, practically speaking. Also, similar to what I said, I'm pleasant concealing them. I'm simply bringing it up. As a matter of fact, there were claims that Devin Booker just utilized Jordan to get with Kendall, since he has consistently had eyes only for her. Many fans accept that he didn't date Jordan because he preferred her, but because he needed to exploit her relationship with the Kardashians so he could get to Kendall. You all have the ability to say that you shouldn't allow your better half to prevent you from meeting your first love. Indeed, I surmise Devin took this excessively in a real sense. Gracious, and I could go on and on all day about the Ben Simmons circumstance. On the off chance that you somehow missed it, Kendall used to date Ben Simmons, who was likewise a basketball player. What's more, in the event that you see a subject here, you're noticing on the grounds that it's obviously true that Kendall likes to date basketball players. She conceded this in a TikTok video that she did with Kylie. In any case, after 2 years, they have now separated. Presently, neither Devin nor Kendall posted a separation message, put out an announcement, not such thing. However, an unknown source spilled the tea. Presently, I must give a unique holler to these unknown sources who continue to spill tea. We see you all and we appreciate you all, in light of the fact that you all know you all continue to go about the ruler's responsibilities. The source spilled the tea and guaranteed that they separated not long after they returned from Portofino after Kourtney's wedding. The source likewise revealed that they came upon a difficult situation after the wedding and couldn't resolve things. Furthermore, this ultimately prompted their separation. Presently, there have been various contemplations with respect to this. Yet, before we get into a portion of those, I need to momentarily address the misanthropic remarks that I saw on the web. A few fans have been disgracing Kendall for having dated numerous men, and they are calling her a hoe, which is simply unreasonable. For instance, somebody said she's been passed around more than Devin Booker has a blister. Furthermore, I believe that this is simply superfluous. I truly can't stand it when high-profile couples separate. And afterward, I see individuals coming out of the woodwork, disgracing and accusing the lady, disgracing her, and simply discussing her and how she's been passed around. I truly disdain it since it's unjustifiable on the grounds that you don't witness exactly the same thing to men. In any case, many fans are not shocked about the separation, with somebody saying, "All right," on to the following b-ball player, and this other individual remarking, "I'm hanging tight for this second." Presently, some bad-to-the-bone Devin and Kendall fans are shattered over the separation. Like this fan said, the main heart relationship I was pulling for was really awful. Also, another person said, "Goodness, I like them together." Presently, strangely, a few different fans have one more hypothesis about what prompted the separation. These fans accept that Kendall is covertly on the DL and prefers ladies, not men. Gossipy tidbits about Kendall furtively being gay are the same old thing, and we have been catching wind of it for quite a long time. However, there has been no substantial proof, particularly since neither Kendall nor her sisters have tended to the tales. Black Sheena's mother, Tokyo Toni, even called Kendall gay in her tirade against the Kardashians when China's argument against them was in court. What's the name? Court, all of them counterfeit cases. The last. The idiotic one. The idiotic one. The gay young lady, the gay Kendall. It may not be difficult to accept that Tokyo knows what she's talking about. Since her girl Black China used to be best pals with Kim and used to date burglarize, so it's conceivable that China knew a few insider secrets and spilled them out on her mother. However, at that point, this is Tokyo Toni we're discussing. What's more, dependable data is an area of weakness for her. So, in the event that Kendall isn't gay, for what reason did her relationship end so unexpectedly? All things considered, as per a source close to Devin Booker, the relationship ended in light of the fact that Devin felt like they were both in various ways throughout everyday life and needed various things right now. The source guaranteed that they had several meaningful conversations after they returned from Portofino and understood that they needed various things. Addressing page 6, the source said that after 2 years, they had the "where could this be going?" talk. What's more, since they were not pushing ahead, the time had come to separate, most likely forever. Fans have been guessing what the idea of the discussion might have been, and many fans accept that it's likely in light of the fact that Kendall needs a youngster, and Devin isn't prepared for that degree of obligation presently. This really appears to be legit, with Kylie having her subsequent child and Kendall's model companions becoming mothers as well, similar to her supermodel best friend Gigi Hadid. For this reason, many individuals accept that it very well may be a genuine justification for the separation. Furthermore, it is truly a substantial justification for a separation.